Mandy, you've got 4 girls.
That's right,
they had
yes.
chickenpox, didn't they?
They did, yes.
But there was something about Tilly, when she had chickenpox, that you knew that there was more going on.
Yes, the telltale signs that she was really ill was that she had been up all night crying constantly. She had a red streak going up from this particular infected spot, and she had stopped feeding, she had stopped urinating. And in hindsight, I now know that they were the classic symptoms of sepsis, but as it was, we just thought she's ill with chickenpox.
And that wasn't diagnosed initially, was it?
No, that's right. We went to see a GP, an out-of-hours GP, and it was just dismissed as she was being miserable because she had chickenpox. So we were given a prescription for some antibiotics and sent away. And then within hours of getting home, we couldn't really rouse her. She'd gone grey and limp, and we rushed her back into hospital.
And just how poorly was she then as a consequence of having sepsis?
Well, I mean, she was in hospital for 36 hours, and then she was transferred to an intensive care unit, put on life support for a week. Fighting for her life, basically. And as a parent, we were told that we might lose her. So she couldn't have been more ill.
This is far more prevalent, Doc, than I imagine, certainly, this problem.
Absolutely. In the general population, we see around 100,000 cases of sepsis every year in the UK. That's as many cases as we see of heart attacks in the UK, and yet few people have heard of it.
Particularly dangerous, obviously, when it's young kids, and early diagnosis is crucial.
It is. For every hour we delay in delivering the right treatments, primarily the right antibiotics to patients with sepsis, the risk of death increases by about 8%.
So she was lucky.
She was very lucky, and she was lucky to have a vigilant mum in Mandy in not accepting a reluctance to act and in driving better care for
Mum's intuition once again.
Absolutely. Mums know when babies are ill, and it's important.
Absolutely. So what people out there will want to know, because people will be very worried about this. It's wonderful to see she's well, she's fit and lovely now, isn't she?
Yes,
but people out there will be really concerned about this. So, first of all, allay their fears to some degree, and also tell us what the symptoms are to look out for.
OK, well, sepsis is the way the body responds to an infection, so it will usually start with the symptoms of any infection, cold-like symptoms, flu-like symptoms. People might have had a water infection or a chest infection. But then other things come about which you wouldn't expect with a normal infection. People might be shivering uncontrollably, people might have extreme pain in their muscles and joints, people might not be passing water, as you noticed with Tilly. Adults often describe a sense of impending doom, that they feel like they're going to die, and skin colour can change. Skin can become mottled or discoloured, or patients can develop a rash. Of course, with little ones, with babies, they're not going to describe a lot of those things, but mums know. Things like not feeding, things like no wet nappies, children who are listless, who are floppy, who won't cry, who won't smile. Generally, those things are abnormal in a minor infection, and mums and dads need to get them to hospital.
Mandy, I know you just wanted to reassure the mums who are going through it as well, because obviously Tilly, we can see now, is fit and well,
Absolutely.
isn't she?
I mean, it's a real testament, actually, to what the NHS can do and does do to save people. And I think however poorly those babies are, they're in the right place, and they will get better, and hopefully will come out and be healthy little girls. And
Lovely to see you.
Yeah,
well, thank you very much indeed.